Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I'll be reading the December 31st Daily Inspirational Message. The condensed version is 2 paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself to a little prayer and then make a couple comments on the message. And if you find the message of use, please be so kind as to like, comment, or share. Or join us as a subscriber. That would be lovely. Thank you. Here we go. Okay. The title, Every Moment Allows Us to Begin Anew. Paragraph 1. As the last sunset of a successful year sets, let us recall this is not an end, but a beginning. Every moment allows us the opportunity to begin anew. When truly experienced, the present moment is free from past judgments and future imaginings. The present moment is forever free to be what you desire it to be. Choose to no longer drag the past onto the now, and thus cover over what is truly being presented to you. No matter what you perceive others have done to you, their actions only reside in the past. It is only you who can drag their actions onto the now, and thus obscure what is really going on. Choose to no longer block from yourself God's gifts that reside within the now. Today, know that thanks to God's mercy and grace, in any moment you can begin anew. Paragraph 2. Today, if your thoughts are negative, in quotes, stop and decide to end that line of thinking. Then choose to unite with the love that God is and begin anew. What better to lead you out of the darkness than the light? Today, simply allow love to lead the way. You can do this by forgiving the past and placing the future fully in God's hands. What do you have to lose by doing so? Judgment of self and others, anger, resentment, fear, and hate? Are these energies and the emotions they produce such terrible things to lose? My friend, when you allow love to lead you, you lose nothing because love is everything. Everything that is real, worthy, and true. You, as God's child, are forever worthy of God's loving inheritance, and being all one, so too is everyone else. Today, be glad that in any moment you have the free will to stop, unite with God, the light in you, and begin anew. All right. Every moment allows us to begin anew. Okay. I'm going to make 4 points that I trust will assist you in moving towards the present moment today. And understanding why the present moment is very important for our growth, healing, and awakening. Okay. Point number 1. To return to the present moment, we have to make the present moment our goal. A lot of times we think we're in the present moment when we're really not. It is only when we're aligned with our loving nature, with the love that God is and created us to be, and to be a reflection of that love in that moment, is when we're in the present moment. But many times, unconsciously as it may be, we're either stuck in the past or fearful about the future. And so when that happens, if we're stuck in the past, we bring that into the present moment and thus obscure it. Or if we're anxious and fearful, we drag that into the present moment and obscure the present moment. And so when this happens, we don't really experience what we could be experiencing. We don't really act and react and express ourselves in a way that was meant to be expressed. The love that we were meant to express in that moment, because we're blocked by the past or future. Okay, so point number 1 is just have the goal to return to the present moment in each interaction. Whenever you feel lost in the past or in the future, and we'll get to how you can see that, is just practice remembering my goal today is to return to the present moment. Align with the light in me and offer only this light, this loving light. Okay, point number 2. How do we know when we are in the now? Align with the love that is our true expression. And so again, I kind of mentioned this before, is you're in the now when you're aligned with God's love, God's light. When you're expressing this love and light, such as through forgiveness, compassion, peace, joy, charity, healing. Any of those expressions, when you're doing that, when you're aligned with them, when you make them your companions, you make them your reflections, you're in the now. You're doing what you were created by God to do. To be in the moment and offer that expression of love that the moment is requesting from you. Okay. That's point number 2. Is know when is it that I'm actually in the now? It's when you're aligned with God, love, source, your true light. Okay, point number 3 is not to drag the past or the future onto the present moment, and learn when we're dragging that and how that feels, and we're blocking the present moment. So in point number 3, we don't drag the past or the future into the now. And then point number 4, we start to note what are some of the symbols of the past? What are some of the symbols of the future? Okay, so judgment, anger, resentment, hatred. All those are past programs that the ego has taught us, and that because we've been taught through the ego mindset, through our family's past history, through the media, through our society, of how to judge others as less than or not good enough, or not God's loving creations. All these are programs, and all these come from the past. So when you judge your brother, when you condemn him, when you're angry at him, or when you're resentful and you're carrying all that stuff into the now, you block who you truly are, and who you truly meant to be in that moment. And some of the symbols of the future is fear, doubt, anxiousness, worry. Anytime you're experiencing that, you bring it into the now, and then you block what you can truly do. You're blocking what you're meant to do. And so all we have to do is recognize, okay, I'm judging, okay, that means I'm stuck to the past. Let me set that aside, come back to the now. I'm doubtful or fearful, okay, that means that I'm worried about the future. I'm aligned with the future. Let me set that aside and come back to the now. Come back to the love that I am. And so when the future attacks with judgment and resentment, you come back to center, come back to love, and offer forgiveness or compassion, because that's an expression of the light, loving light in you. That's an expression of the now, of what's truly happening and what's truly being asked of you to give to this world. If you're worried or doubtful, you recognize it, place it aside, and you say, okay, what is it that I'm meant to do right now? Maybe I'm asking, oh, the universe is asking me to trust God more. Or the universe is asking me to remind my brothers and sisters that if they trust God, they can have peace. That they can have worry or a trust in source. And so they have that choice. And all you have to do is remind them, you have another choice. A choice that can align you with who you truly are. Trust God and let go of all that worry and fear and anxiousness and doubt. Okay, so those are the 4 points to help you align with the now and then become who you came here to be. And so let us try that today. Let us practice reminding ourselves of our goal. Let me return to the present moment so that I can align with the loving light in me, so that I can offer that expression of the love and light that the moment is asking me to be. And when you're doing that, you're doing what you were created to do, and you will feel fulfilled because you are doing what you were created by God to do. And so when you're feeling fulfilled, know that it's because you're acting from the now, from your loving nature, from the light that is your truth, not from the ego's program the past programs are not from any future imaginations that you may be obscuring the present moment with. All right. Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. If you can be so kind as to like, comment, or share, it might help with the listening process of this video, and might help somebody come back and return to the present moment and be who they were created by God to be. They're a loving light. You're a living light. All right. Thank you for your time. I love you very much, and God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.